Eric Schmidt, the former CEO of Google, knows how important it is to give employees a little freedom. Google famously instituted a rule that any employee could devote 20% of their work week to any project they'd like. Many of the products people know best, Gmail, Google Maps, Google News, AdSense, grew out of ideas generated by employees during this 20% time. But why exactly does it work?
And while the rule says you can do anything you want to with your 20% time, these people are computer scientists and engineers. They're not going to veer too far away from their core business. And that is the genius of 20% time.
The tendency of high-performing employees to use their 20% time productively is the well-documented genius of the program. But there's also a hidden genius of 20% time. It allows reasonable employees to defy unreasonable managers. And this institutionalized defiance can help balance the power and keep high-performing employees engaged during challenging times.
So the interesting thing about 20% time is, although it's reported as you get to spend one day doing whatever you want, what it really served as was a check and balance on the power of the engineering management over the subject. So if an employee is under pressure, the manager says, you've got to work harder, you've got to give me everything you have, that employee can legitimately look that boss in the eye and say, I'll give you 100% of my 80% time. And that simple principle, which never really happens in practice, but it's understood, empowers the employee with both dignity, but also some choices.
Now stay tuned for a word from our sponsor, Skillshare.
As an illustrator, I draw a lot of flowers and nature-inspired things.
That's Dylan Mierzwinski. She's a teacher on Skillshare, an online learning community with thousands of creative, business, and tech classes. Dylan's part of what Skillshare calls the independent class. By 2020, up to 50% of American workers will be freelancers. But Dylan didn't always feel free.
I felt like I was in this creative industry and fully not creating anything. I was just somebody else's hands.
Then she took a class on Skillshare.
I was like, wow, this person's working on projects that I want to be working on, and they have the cool home office, and they wear plaid shirts, and I want to be doing this.
Dylan took class after class to build her skills, and then she started teaching. Now she's the one with a cool home office and freedom.
I still do freelance work, but I'm very specific about what I'll take on. Skillshare has afforded me that flexibility. 100% it is not hyperbole to say that Skillshare changed my career and because of that, my life.
Ready to change your life? Go to Skillshare.com/scale and get your first 2 months free.